Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy and excited about today's video because we are going to be doing a script practice with 4 other real estate agents that are also using cold calling as one of their lead generation techniques. So if you follow me on my real estate Instagram, you'll know that I made a post basically asking for some brave souls that are also cold callers that might want to practice their scripts. And I was completely overwhelmed with the amount of people that reached out to me, which was amazing. So if you do like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or commenting below, because if it's received well, I want to do it many more times to give so many more people the opportunity to script practice and practice their cold calling techniques with me. I only chose 4 realtors this time around, just in respects of, as you know, not having too long of a video. Okay, it's officially time for us to get the first realtor on the phone. I always get a little nervous about this stuff. I don't know why. So the first person that we're calling is Yulie, and she is a real estate agent that sells in Wisconsin and Illinois. Let's get her on the phone. It's dialing. Hopefully she answers. I'd be like, oh, what happened? So script practice is huge though, guys. Like, I suggest that you do it at least every morning for 15 to 20 minutes before you get on the phone. It just helps you get those nerves out and practice the objections that you might come up with. So Hi, Yulie.
Hey, Lily, how are you?
I'm good, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Good, I started recording and I was just saying on video that I always get a little nervous beforehand. Do you get nervous, or are you nervous, or how do you feel right now?
Yes, I always get nervous. I don't know why.
Well, this is gonna be a lot of fun. So I was just saying, okay, few questions I wanna ask you. I saw on your Instagram, you sell in Wisconsin and Illinois, right?
Correct.
Nice, nice. How long have you been in real estate?
I'm pretty new. I've only been licensed in Wisconsin for 4 months and in Illinois for 5.
Wow, that is so exciting. But here's the thing, guys, just talking to the viewers real quick. She was so cool the first time that I called her. Like I was saying, you just have such good energy. So I mean, 4 to 5 months is not a lot of time, but you're gonna kill it. I have a good vibe about you. I think you're gonna do really well. So I'm excited for your journey. How do you like it so far?
Yeah, I am loving it, to be honest. Like, I was definitely nervous about getting into it, especially because I'm really new to Milwaukee. I've only been living here for a year, and when I moved here, I did not know one person. So
wow.
It was really, it was scary going into it, but I mean, I just went for it. I decided to go full time as well, and It's been really good ever since. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, congrats. You're gonna have to keep me posted on your journey. And then also, everyone, I'll put her information on the screen so that you can follow her journey as well. Last question before we get into the script practicing. Why did you choose cold calling as your lead generation choice? Or one of them?
Yeah, so it is, I would say it's pretty, it makes a pretty big impact on my business because, like I said, I didn't know anyone coming to Milwaukee, so I couldn't get referrals or anything like that. And of course, I still work in Illinois, but it's, you know, it's a drive, so I was like, let me just try cold calling in the area. I focus on absentee owners, and so it's a little bit easier because there's not much competition with that. Yeah. And I also get to just get to know people. Like, a lot of people like to talk. Some of them definitely don't. But the ones that do, it's nice because then it's like, you know, they can always refer, or they can keep me in mind. Exactly.
It's like, once you connect with them, it's like the possibilities are endless from there. So you're exactly right. It's like the connection part of it, letting them talk a little bit, just enough for you to be able to connect. And just so everyone knows, I had no clue what absentee owners was at all until I talked to Yulie and she explained it to me. And there's actually another girl that I'm gonna be talking to today, her name's Rebecca, that also was like, yeah, I do absentee owners. So what I was thinking today, if that's the main type of call that you wanna make, we can script practice with that, because even though I don't make those specific calls, a lot of the objections are pretty similar across the board. So the biggest goal will be for us to see how you sound on the phone, see where your confidence level is at, and then I'll throw you some objections to see how you respond, and then hopefully I'll be able to help you and guide you through it.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm gonna just throw stuff out there. If I say something that an absentee owner may not say, it's only because I don't make these types of calls. But again, it's just more about your tone and making sure that you feel confident enough and seeing how I can help you with that, okay?
Okay, sounds good. And should I interrupt you when or should I like dodge the question, or what should I do if you say something that an absentee owner would not say?
That is a great question. If it's really off, like something that like, okay, they would never say that, it wouldn't even make sense with the call, then yes, please interrupt me so that it can be more realistic. But if it's just something that you've never heard before, see if you can work around it, because who knows, you might get somebody out of the box who like says something random. So depending how far off it is, if we can't work with it, let's get rid of it. But if we can, let's keep it and see if we can still get to the close of the call.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, is this Lily?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey Lily, this is Yulie. I'm a local real estate agent. Do you still have the property at 123 Main Street?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I actually have a couple clients that are looking in that area, and I was wondering if you had any interest in selling.
No, I mean, definitely not. Do you know how much my house would even be worth?
Well, I can definitely give you a comparative market analysis that will have a price. But if I could take a look at the house, that would be a lot better, because then I can tell you exactly what it would go for. And also, I can preview it to see if my client would be interested in that property.
Oh, okay. So you have a client that might be interested?
Yes, they are actually pre-approved and ready to go. We just haven't had any luck finding something that they really like in this area. So I'm just calling around to see if anyone is interested in possibly selling their house.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm interested right now. Maybe if you could, I don't know, maybe you could check in with me in a couple weeks. I might be interested then.
Okay, and is the property currently vacant, or are you renting it out, or?
It's vacant, it's just sitting there. So I mean, me and my husband have thought about it, but we're just not like super eager about it. But yeah, it's vacant.
Okay, well, I mean, I can still definitely go look at it just to give you an estimated price for what it could go for, especially right now with the market being the way that it is. A lot of properties are selling really fast at over asking usually. However, I can actually make it really easy for you, because like I said, since I already have a pre-approved buyer, we basically just have to make sure that they like it, and then we can go from there.
Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, you sound pretty convincing. What company do you work for?
I work for Next Home My Way. We're right here in Milwaukee, right next to the airport.
Okay, I mean, do you sell a lot of houses? Like, have you been doing this for a really long time, or? I mean, I don't know anything about you. I'm trying to like pick your brain a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, yeah, we have been doing this for a pretty long time, and I'm actually licensed in Illinois and Wisconsin, so I'm all over the place. And I really know the area that your home is located, and I know that that's a great area that we would really like to, hopefully make a deal with you.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested. I'm happy with you stopping by. And do you think I should meet you there, or should you just go by and then just contact me back? I can get you in.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you can meet me there, that would be great. That way I can take a look at the inside as well and make sure that it fits the criteria that my client is currently looking for. And just in case if it's not, I can still tell you what it could go for. And, you can tell me if you're interested at that meeting.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fine. Let's do it. Ah, sorry, I couldn't wait anymore. I got excited. First of all, oh my gosh. Okay, here's a few things. I'm usually really critical when I script practice with people. Like, I look for things that not are wrong, but that I can help them with. I have so many good notes that I took down on what you did positive that I really didn't have anything super negative. Like, your energy was so good. The thing that I liked about how you sounded is when you call people, a lot of times people either sound robotic or they sound insecure, and people will pick up on that right away and then hang up the phone. You sounded like energized, bubbly, where I'm like, who is this person? I wanna know why you're calling, which was great. I loved that you had a response when I asked you about your buyer. You're like, yes, and you said they're already pre-approved, because to me, as somebody that's potentially thinking about selling, that's like a light bulb went off. Oh, she has a buyer, and not only does she have a buyer, they're already ready to buy. So that was good. And then I like that you ask continuous questions. Like when I try to say, yeah, you know, if you could just call me back, you kept it going so that I can stay on the phone by asking an additional question, which was huge. And then I put a star by this note. When you said, when I was challenging you here, when I said, how long have you been in the business? Because a lot of times realtors will get nervous by that question, especially if they are new to the business, and they'll freak out. But I love that you went on and said, we have been in the business for this amount of time, because you're right, when you're with a company, it's a we, not an I. And you completely like change the subject back to, we've been in the business for a while and we would love to have you as a client. Like that was legit. I'm pretty impressed. What do you mean you were nervous? This girl was nervous when I reached.
I still get nervous.
That was really, really cool.
Thanks. I mean, I still get nervous because you just never know what you're gonna walk into, and some people are like, so they just don't like to talk to other people, but I do, and so I mean, I find it easy once a conversation is going.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I still get nervous sometimes.
Okay, so I want to do another one with you, but this time I'm going to be that other caller that you were just talking about, where I'm rude, I'm just like borderline condescending. I just want to get off the phone with you just to see how you take it, and then I'll ask if you have any like few questions with me. But to be honest, I mean, you sound really, really good on the phones. And like in general, I told you this when we spoke before, how excited I was for you to be the real estate agent to do this video with, because your energy, everybody that's watching, energy is so important in this business. There's a lot of times that you're gonna feel down and out. Real estate is like a roller coaster with emotions, but if you can stay positive and have that huge energy, it's key. And I talked to a lot of people, Yulie, and you had that since the first day we spoke. You're showing it right now, so I'm really proud of you. It's exciting. It's exciting to witness. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna be an asshole now, basically.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, is this Lily?
Who is this?
Hey, this is Yulie. I'm a local realtor. I was calling about your property at 123 Main Street.
Why? Why are you calling about my property on Main Street?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird, but I'm actually calling around because I have some pre-approved buyers who are looking in your area, and I just wanted to know if you're interested in possibly selling.
I mean, if I were interested, don't you think I would hire and contact my own realtor?
Yeah, so of course you would, but I was just calling because I already have a pre-approved buyer, so that takes all of the work out of what you need to do to list your home, to get it ready. The clients that I have, they are ready to go, and if they like your house and if you're willing to sell it, we can definitely make a deal.
I mean, the fact that you have a buyer helps, so, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, so, okay, well, I mean, is it currently vacant, or do you have tenants in there?
Yeah, I have tenants in there. They're there for another 30 days.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem actually, because the closing usually takes around 30 days. And we could always make it a little bit longer if your tenants need to find somewhere to go. For right now though, I just wanted to basically know if you're willing to sell it, and if I could go in and preview it to see if it's something that my client would be interested. Can we set a time up for that?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm okay with that. Let me reach out to my tenants, see what days work for you. Can you give me a call back in about an hour?
Sure, sounds good. I will call you back in 1 hour.
Oh my gosh, when you watch this video back, I was celebrating on the camera. Yulie, do you know, like, I love how you sound on the phone. And I like, okay, so I have to tell the viewers something else. When we spoke the first time, you said that the reason why you liked watching my videos is because you felt like the way that I was doing them is similar to how you call. I agree with you now after hearing that. I would respond the exact same way. Like when somebody's an asshole, it's like, yeah, you just you agree with them a little bit so that you know that they know that you're on their side, but then you keep going. And I love that you I was trying to do a man voice, by the way, that was a man. I love that you made him think that like, yeah, you know, you can obviously just call a realtor, but like, why would you do that when I've cut in between that step and I have a buyer already ready to go? That was when I started like actually celebrating. I mean,
yeah,
damn. I truly think that as long as you're consistent, obviously you already have had success in this. As long as you keep doing exactly what you're doing, you're gonna keep having a lot of success. You sound really great on the phone. And I'll tell you, when I first got into real estate, all I did was calls. A lot of people would tell me that the only reason they even let me stay on the phone as long as I did was because they liked my energy. So you already have the hardest part down. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think that your videos definitely help because not a lot of people are like that. Especially, like, I understand the whole matching the energy that's the person on the phone. I do understand because I've seen some good calls with that, but that is not how I am. Like, how I am right now is literally how I am all the time. So I just don't like to really match. I always like, and it surprises people when they're in a bad mood and then you stick to your good mood. Like, you're not going to let them mess up your day or even your hour, you know? So
exactly.
Yeah, just stick to being positive and like having a good outlook because, you know, out of all the calls that you make, there are going to be some good leads and you might, you know, get a listing or two or a buyer out of it. So yeah.
Wow, I'm super impressed.
I think that getting good vibes from you is just like reassuring, and I'm gonna be making calls today because I just have the energy for it. So.
Yay! That's the best news ever. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, you have no idea how much you're also inspiring me by just like being so hungry and like you're so new to this business. I've seen so many people that are 4 or 5 months in that tap out and they're done. So you're doing the work. So you're gonna be very, very successful. What's your big why? Like, do you have a reason why you want to be successful in this career that you've thought about?
I don't know if I have one big why, but I've actually have always been interested, always, in real estate. And I went to college and I studied other things and all that. And it was just like not fulfilling. Like, once I started real estate, I was just like, I was probably 1 month in, and I was like, let me get a couple transactions first before I go full time.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I was getting busy, and I was like hearing a lot of positive things from people, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and quit my job and go full time into it, and that has really helped because I try to keep busy. I help other agents if they can't do showings or anything like that. I'm just like, I can do it, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I just make myself available, and, you know, that just, it's, I don't know, it's really fulfilling for me right now. And obviously, like, it's also a business that you can grow as big as you want, as long as you put the work into it. So that's always been something that I wanted because I have, like, a very entrepreneurial, like, mindset.
I can tell.
So, yeah, so I just like, I love that basically if I want to work, I can, and if I don't, well, then I just probably won't get paid, but that's up to me, really, you know? So, yeah, I love it so far.
Oh, I'm so, so proud of you. Well, you have my number, so if you ever have questions for me, whether it's about cold calling, real estate, whatever it is, please call me. I definitely want to keep in contact with you. I think you're such a vibe. I love your energy, and I just can't wait to keep watching how your journey unfolds. That was so much fun. I just love that. I love her energy so much. So Yulie, thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me have that experience with you. Here's the thing that I want everyone to understand. In real estate, it is important. You have to know how to sell houses. You have to be able to sell, right? But it's such a people business that you also have to be able to connect with people. And when you have that type of energy that she has naturally, people will gravitate towards you. So that was so amazing. And what I decided after my call with her is that I'm actually gonna separate each call to separate videos because as you all know, I really don't like super long videos. So this will be the end of this video. But next up, we're gonna call Jada. So head to the next video if you wanna see Jada's call. And in the meantime, go kill it, spread kindness, sell so many houses a bunch of way. I'm gonna cut that to being short because I'm gonna say it 3 more times. Okay, bye.